Professor Israel Herskovits meets with forensic artist Victoria Lywood to begin reconstructing the Galilean man's face. Herskovits points out the unique characteristics of the skull.
Look at the orbit, they are very small and not large, square-shaped and not rounded. Those are all important morphological features, which again tells you that you deal with what we call Eastern Mediterranean population, very much like the people who are living in this area today.
Israel, could you tell me what this man would look like as far as hair color? Can you suggest something as eye color, skin tone?
What you need to imagine is today's Mediterranean people with dark hair, slightly curly, brown eyes, light brown skin, a lot of wrinkles probably on the face because they stayed outside in the sun for a long period of time every day.
Oh, you didn't tell me how old he is.
Determining age just by looking at the skull is quite difficult.
Yes.
But I would say that roughly that this individual was around 40. That's it.
Lywood gets to work. Using measurements compiled from CT scans of living subjects with the same ethnic origin as our Galilean man, she meticulously glues corresponding tissue depth markers on the skull.
Well, I'm just putting the marker over here on his eyebrow.
These tell her how thick and thin the tissue needs to be in specific places across the skull.
A temporal bone on your skull. You can feel it in your head and in your jaw. Now, what it's going to do when I put in the next muscle on the mandible, the two join up, and this is how you open and close your mouth. But I mean, there's no way that we can put every muscle on. There's no way that we can put every fat globule on. So what we're doing are putting in the main muscles. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to work around these tissue depth markers because I want to keep them there for reference. And they will eventually be covered up. And I'm going to leave most of them show through right till I get to the last point so that I know where I am on the face.
The most difficult area is the mouth.
And it's going to be particularly difficult with this mouth, knowing that there's an overbite here that I have to deal with. There's no lips here yet. There's an opening for them. We reach this particular stage that I call the Homer Simpson stage.
In Boston, forensic artist Greg Mahoney runs a parallel but higher tech process. He's working with a powerful computer program. Will his man from Galilee look similar to Lywood's?